Watkins. Oh, sorry. You ready? You good?
I'm good.
You sure?
We're going home together. We're fine.
That's good. That's good to know. That's good. Calvin Watkins, Dallas Morning News. Your thoughts on, obviously you started today without any chance to make the postseason. Just how do you think everyone responded today?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, unfortunately, we lost. But the effort, the focus, the mentality, all that was there. They executed the game plan better, played a better full game than us. I mean, at the end of the day, we didn't play complimentary football. You know, the first half we were rolling, and we didn't get the stops on defense. Second half we got the stops on defense, and we weren't doing much. So the lack of that is where, you know, that you're going to get the result like that against a good team who's great at controlling the ball, and they did that tonight. I mean, I know there's plenty of times where I'm on the sideline, right, getting antsy and fidgety because they do a great job of controlling the clock and just marching their way downfield. And we didn't make the stops when we need to, and ultimately we didn't score enough points.
There's a lot of plays in the game, but there was a 4th and 1 late in the third quarter that you handed off the left, you didn't get it. What was the thought process on that play and everything?
Just did my job. I mean, obviously, it was just a dive play, not much more for me to do. Handed it off, and we unfortunately didn't get it. A play that we've had success at in the past. Seems like they were just more ready for it than our execution, and they stopped us, and that was the end of it for, I guess, the offense, you could say.
Clarence Hill, DLLS Cowboys. It seemed like the first half you had it going. You was throwing as well as you ever had. Seen things. What happened in the second half? Other than the 4th and 1, it seemed like that's what the worm turned for you guys. But what happened to the continuity with the passing game in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to go back and watch the film, honestly. I think as much as anything, it's that 4th down. If we get that 4th down, we're still rolling. We go score a touchdown there. It's a 1-score game or 3-point game. And, you know, you're just looking for a stop for us to go down, take the lead, or tie it up. So when you're playing a team like that who's really good at controlling the clock, we only had 3 drives, the first half. And I told the guys in the second half, we're probably only going to get 3, maybe 4. I think we got 4. And when you're playing a team like that, you've got to take advantage of those opportunities. You got to execute on every possession, and we didn't do that in the second half. And so when we didn't get that 4th down, that's what I said. That was kind of the air out of the bubble right there.
You talk about being professional, and it's our job, and we're out here. We have to take advantage of every opportunity to play. But how tough is it to keep that intensity up for a full game when you don't have anything, quote unquote, to play for as far as playoffs are concerned?
Honestly, I guess it's different when you do this. And no, I'm not firing any shots. But I've said it over and over. This is our job. We're blessed. You know how hard we've worked and the sacrifices we've got to even get to this league, to get to this 10 years in for myself, to be healthy, to I said it to the team in the I think it was Friday when we were breaking down, or Saturday, whenever. It's this game has given us so much. How could you cheat it? And so to answer, I don't know anything else. I'm not going to cheat this game. I'm going to give this game everything that I have, and that's just how my mind works. It's not I've got to flip back in or flip back, or I can turn it off. It's not the play. That's how you get hurt. That's how you go out there and embarrass yourself. That's how you lose a job. So for me, it's about preparing, staying true to the process, and staying true to how I play this game. I've prepared to play this game, and a lot of work has went into this. And I think Osa said it best, when he just broke down the team right there after the game of, we got 2 weeks left and nothing's promised in life, right? Our football careers damn sure aren't, so nothing in life is. Let's enjoy these 2 weeks, cherish these moments, these practices, these time together with the men and the brothers that we love and we've got an opportunity to play with. This team won't be the same next year, so let's enjoy this and give it our best.
Dak, Todd Archer with ESPN. You mentioned 10 years in. What gives you the optimism that year 11 will be different?
The work that I put into this. From last year to this year. I think you can go back to every year, right? And there's been improvement. So when you control the things that you can control and you do it with a great attitude, put God first, you're not going to question yourself. You're not going to question your ability to accomplish something. So we're going to keep working. I'm going to keep working. This team's going to keep working. The organization obviously is going to do things in the offseason, and hopefully everything is just building for us to have a better year than we did this year. And I know for myself and anybody that I'm leading or that's following me, that'll be the message.
John Machado with The Athletic. Tyler Smith playing left tackle. What did you think?
Put him at center. He can do it all. we're good at center, but honestly, I mean, he can play whatever he wants, and that's credit to that guy. I mean, I go back to his rookie year when he was taking all the snaps at guard. Tyron's the left tackle. Tyron gets hurt the week of the game. You know, everybody's like, oh gosh, they got to put this first rounder out there who hadn't taken snaps at tackle all off season. Like, can he do it? Will he be good enough? And the guy goes and has a Pro Bowl year at left tackle. So then the next year, moving back to guard, right? And all pro at guard. So the moment they told me this early in the week, right, that we're going to go with Tyler at left tackle, I was great with it. There was no hesitation in my mind. There was no doubt of what he was going to be able to do and the way that he was going to play. And I watched him obviously practice and just his intent and his intentionality and his approach. That's a true football player, and we're blessed to have him on our side. He can play wherever we need him to.
And then with Jerry Jones, he's got a lot of decisions to make in the offseason, obviously as the general manager, your 10 years being around him. What kind of fire do you still see from Jerry Jones now, knowing him for 10 years?
Yeah, a lot of fire. Maybe as much here recently as I've seen. And whether it's him right against the clock and him knowing it, which he'll tell you that, or the deals and the things that we've done, you know, have been, what's the word? Revigorating? Is that one? Yeah, invigorating. There you go, invigorating. You know that. You can tell he's excited to help this team to make moves and do whatever he can in his power. And so for me, it's about controlling what I can, enjoy these last 2 weeks with these guys, and we'll have those conversations or answer any questions I'm asked when we get there.
Nick Harris, 4-Star Telegram. The bright side of being eliminated at this point in the season, you can be a little bit more experimental with some things. Have you and Shadi talked about that, or is that something that you would like to, kind of have an after-action report on the experimental side of things over the course of the next 3 weeks?
Probably after action. Yeah, for me, like I said, I'm very routine, very process-oriented. So I'm gonna just keep doing what I know and the way that I know to approach the game, to attack the game plans. When conversations like that come my way and I'm approached with them, I'll handle them then. But I'm not sure if that'll happen. Right now, to me, it's about building. We got a hell of a group, a hell of an offense, and it's about building on our side of the ball and whatever we can, and just taking anything good momentum, good plays into the offseason.
George had a big bounce-back game. What do you credit that to?
George being George, them giving us opportunities, one-on-one opportunities, the coverage. A week ago, they did a good job. And honestly, in this game, I think that might have been some of it in the second half if they started rolling his way a little bit more. And I don't know if we quite made the adjustments enough. But once again, I just go back, right? It really was that fourth down that was the telltale there. But yeah, just the way the guy approaches the game. He had a hell of a week of practice, and when the coverage gives us opportunities, I'm attacked, no matter if it's George, CD, or whoever it is.
Tommy Arsh, DallasCowboys.com. With all the movement that you've had on the offensive line this year, for it to a degree seem like more or less the same week in and week out, how much do you credit those guys for being able to, for the most part, keep you up?
Yeah, I give them a lot of credit. They've had a hell of a year, and that's a group of a bunch of young guys who you just said were asked to do a bunch of different things, whether it was guys coming in, playing when they weren't expected playing, being Nate, right? Brock coming in for a few games. Now Tyler's going outside to left. It hasn't been a lot of continuity, right? However, whatever they're asked to do, that group has went in there, and I credit Connor Riley, Clayton Adams, and obviously each and every one of those men in that room of just their preparation, their professionalism, and just handling whatever they've been asked to do at a high level. And I know it goes both ways. I mean, I tell them all the time, right? Fight your ass off, and I'm going to fight for you. Like, we're in this together when it comes to sacks and protecting the ball. And so they've done a hell of a job.
Is there any portion of it that is difficult because you haven't had continuity?
Not necessarily, no. I think that's that challenge of that has been fun, and to watch these guys answer the bell and produce and keep me upright. And even games that I've got hit a little bit more than the others. Watching their demeanor, watching their mentality, watching them respond to that and get better. No.
Garrett Podell, CBS Sports. Dak, you've had one of your better individual seasons this year. What's it been like kind of balancing that with not making the playoffs when you played coming off the hamstring, one of your higher level seasons?
It's football. It's a team game. That's what makes this game special. It's what makes this game unique. It's the ultimate team game. It's not even just about me. It's not even just about the offense at times, right? It's not just about the defense. Like, it's a full unit. It's a full team effort, and everybody has to play together, and they have to play complementary. You've got to take advantage of your opportunities, the situations that the game gives you, the different matchups each week presents. That it's just unfortunate. It's exciting knowing in year 10 I'm playing my best, and to go back to Calvin to answer his point, like, I'm only going to get better in my mind by the way that I work and what I put into this game. So, yeah, it's tough, it's frustrating, but that's what this business is about, and that's what makes this special.
Dak, Adam Rosso of Spectrum News. Tyler Smith was saying he feels like against especially the playoff teams, the good teams you guys have played, that at a certain point in the game the attention to detail lacks, and then it kind of just flips. And he mentioned the fourth down, it just was a couple details that you guys didn't execute on. How do you feel that's, do you agree with that? And I guess how do you feel that kind of can be addressed either now or in the future in the offseason?
I don't know if I feel the same just yet. Got to watch the film. When you present that question, I guess I think about the 3-game winning streak of playing against some good teams, and when it got tougher, guys were actually producing more and making the plays in those games, actually on the tougher side of the game rather than in the beginning. So hard to say that exactly, but I know as a leader of this team, especially as the offense, it will be addressed at some point or another, whether it's now or whether it's at the end of it. But I think maybe youth has a good reasoning for that, if that is the case, and guys will understand as they get older, right? Sometimes the guys put a lot on themselves, and hell, I did it when I was young, right? You put more pressure on yourself than ever is called for, rather than just going and executing and doing what you've done your whole life and what you've been coached to do. And so some of that comes with great leadership. Fixing that comes with great leadership, and then the other part comes with just experience, understanding that you've made it harder on yourself in those moments. And so how can you fix that communication as well? And so that'll be something I'm sure Shotty, myself, and all of us, that'll be talked about at the end of these 2 weeks more than tomorrow.
Elwin Henderson, Gilmer, Dak, coming off this disappointing loss, is it hard now that you've got to turn around and play Christmas Day in 4 days, or do you want to get back out there and make up for it? Would you rather have the shorter period after today?
I'd rather the shorter period. Win, lose, or draw. I'm a fan of Thursday games. I know I'm probably one of the only men in the league. But I just rather go out and play. Love practice. Don't get me wrong. It's where you get better. It's where you've got to have it. But there's just something about the game. That's what we do it for. Being in it so long, I understand the process, and taking care of my body for the next couple of days to be ready to play my best on Thursday. But yeah, in the situation particularly that we're in, not playing for playoffs or things like that, yeah, you just want to get back out there and redeem yourself.
All right. Good.
Thank you guys. Happy holidays.